Hi, my name's Jose, and before coming to the Universal Church, I had a big problem in my family with addictions. It was a generational curse that started with my grandfather. It probably even goes back more, but that's the oldest relative that I know that had this problem. Even at his old age, I would remember my grandfather would have to smoke either 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes a day and have at least like one bottle of tequila with him every day. This was passed on to my father. When I was growing up as a young child, I would remember my father would come home drunk. He would have arguments with my mom, and me and my brother got older. Unfortunately, it passed on to first my older brother. He got caught up in a lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol. He got really addicted to raw cocaine, and then that spiraled out of control. Landed in jail several times, in and out of jail since 18 to about 25, and then unfortunately it led to me becoming an addict as well. At the age of 13, I started smoking weed. By the age of 16, I was doing anything I could get my hands on. I would smoke marijuana. I would drink alcohol. I would do mushrooms. I would do basically anything that I could get my hands on. As I got older, as I started working, I became addicted to cocaine. Cocaine was the one drug that I was really addicted for, basically since I was 20 to about 28, 29 years old, until I came to the Universal Church and I learned how to break free from this addiction. Throughout, I was an addict since the age of 13 to about 29, 30 years old. So I was an addict for 17 plus years. I would have small breaks here and there. I would think, okay, this time I'm gonna stop, but that would only last about a week or two, maybe a month at the most. But I would always fall back into the addictions. I would always fall back to, my friends calling me, going out on the weekends. It got really bad to the point where I was evicted from my house. My family was in the streets. Having 3 kids at the time, my parents had to come from a different state, and they took my kids because they didn't want them living in that situation. And that's when I hit rock bottom. And it was from that time that I was able to come to church. I was able to speak with the pastors. They were able to really help me get delivered from this generational curse. And now I'm here. I'm standing firm. 7 plus years sober. No more marijuana. No more alcohol. No more cocaine. And it was all from the teachings that I learned here at the Universal Church from the pastors.